Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Podguyz Podcast. Live, like every Monday, 10:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am Tony Kaz, followed by
Kevin Neri here.
Right down below me, below, not blowing, belowing. Sparky?
That's supposed to be
Sparky?
Oh, hi, is it
Hey!
Sparky. All right.
I didn't know I was blowing you.
God damn. Not again, Sparky.
You got a beard.
You may see this mysterious masked man to his side. The one, the only, Will Carey.
What up? What's going on?
What's up, brother? What's going on? What is new? How is everything?
Everything is great.
Welcome back to the
Happy
show,
to be
brother.
here. Happy to be here, guys.
Oh,
And
we
lady.
missed you. We missed you. We missed you. But,
Yeah, for sure, man.
oh man, we got some crazy topics today. We got a lot of stuff going on in the world, man. And might as well start out with a little rant. Kevin actually started out. Well, you shared the story with me actually, and we're gonna talk a little bit about it. But go ahead with the Wayfair thing.
Yeah, like I was telling you on the phone earlier, and for people that have seen it, that Wayfair is coincidentally being charged or rumored to be being charged or with child trafficking, where they were selling cabinets for $14,000, $15,000. Now, normal people like you or I or any viewer out there that isn't a creepy person in any which way possible looks at that cabinet, says, okay, not a chance. I'm not buying a crappy cabinet for $15,000, and moves on to the next item or goes to Amazon and figures out a different cabinet to buy that might be cheaper. But unfortunately, if you bought that cabinet, rumor has it, and they're allegedly were selling children instead of the cabinets.
Craziness, man! Absolute craziness. They had the exact first names of kids that were missing, and posted them as the cabinet names for who you could buy on their website. Coincidence?
Wow.
Coincidence?
A little bit too coincidental for my
Very
liking.
coincidental. Like, crazy coincidental. But,
Yeah, I mean,
Crazy.
go ahead.
no,
man.
it would just be weird if they delivered the kid in the cabinet that you bought, and you're like, there we go, there's the kid. You know,
Freeze packed with the,
one very-
you know.
It's one very inventive way to child traffic.
It is. And it was weird because in the picture, it showed like this old, rusty, like vintage cabinet, like an old metal cabinet. And why would you spend $14,000 or $15,000 on an old, vintage, like beat up cabinet?
Oh, I would never, but I assume that there would be some pompous prick out there that wants to buy something completely old for way too much money. They're out there.
Yeah.
They're out there. Hell, jeans with holes in them still sell as a fashion statement. That's pretty insane. But they are definitely out there. If they definitely are doing this whole idea, it just looks a little coincidental. The CEO was quoted by saying he knew nothing about it. Which, if I was the CEO, the less I know, the less I could be charged with. Obviously, I would totally say that too.
Yeah, they actually came out with their own press conference or quote from the CEO and lawyers and shit like that. That
How do you even field questions where the first one is, "Are you child trafficking through through selling fake cabinets and they're really missing children inside?" No comment. We'll take that as a yes. Holy crap!
Now, if I remember correctly, Wayfair is actually based out of Connecticut, right?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, a lot of different people up in Connecticut. We went through the Connecticut state. They have a lot of, I want to call them white-collar crimes. But
Yeah.
not really.
Yeah.
Just like, oh, a man arrested for putting too many raisins in the potato salad. We're like, that can't be a crime. And you're like, no, it is. In 1946, there was a judge who hated a lot of raisins in his potato salad, so decided one day to talk to a lawyer. It's
Will's been to way too many backyard picnics with raisins and potato salad.
Pennsylvania, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. You hear a little bing, 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 bing. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah,
Shotgun weddings, marrying your sister, you know.
The parents used to try to encourage kids to eat it by saying, "Oh no, those aren't raisins; they're bugs." So the kids would be more enthusiastic to eat them. That's how much kids hate raisins, by the way.
It's true. That's a true fact.
Kids hate raisins. They also hate being locked in cabinets and trafficked throughout Wayfair, but that's all allegedly what happened.
Yeah.
And I had to call you immediately about it, Tony, because I'm like, dude, you have kids. I'm like, did you hear about Wayfair? And you're like, no, I didn't. I've seen their commercials on TV.
I told you I actually bought some stuff from Wayfair.
Yeah.
Actually, when I redid my bathroom, the kitchen sink or the bathroom sink in the cabinet, my medicine cabinet, both came from Wayfair.
God, that has like the feel of buying extra virgin olive oil from Palestinians.
Yeah. And
them funding it through Hezbollah, and you're like, did I do something bad? I'm Jewish.
Yeah, I'm glad I just donated my money to a child pornography, or not even child pornography, child sex extortion.
Child trafficking.
Child trafficking.
Oh, God.
Jesus Christ.
Which, I mean, there's a different way to go about it. I would suggest other companies, if you also want to traffic children, or if anybody wants to investigate these people,
or just invest money in it.
Yeah, look into the Gerber Baby Life Insurance people. You know, if you see too many policies cashed in, you know they're buying kids at a low rate of $10,000.
That's true. And for Gerber, you could actually, you don't even have to have it for your own child. You can get it for any child through the Gerber Life. Yeah, through Gerber Life. You can get it for any child in your family, regardless if they're your child.
Oh man, that's a let your brother play moment. You know that is? A let your brother play moment where one brother ends up making this factory. It's to just give babies nutritious foods, and then his brother's like, hey, why don't you sell insurance? And he's like, no, we don't do that here. I'm sorry you failed as an insurance company, as an insurance salesman, but you can't just sell insurance. All we do is baby food. And then their parents were like, hey, let your brother participate. He might have a good idea here. No, Mom, I feel like somehow, some way, he's going to end up trafficking children again. You know?
Yeah.
Now, son, what did we tell you about giving second chances? You know, like those 1950s kind of fathers. Now, Beeve, were you and Wally trafficking children again?
Jesus.
Well, Pa, now, Beeve, you put the... you give those kids back to the parents.
The fact that you're doing both, like, well, Pa, come on, dude.
I said you were going to put your 2 cents in there. What was it?
2020 is an interesting year, man. Like, I don't...
Right? Isn't it crazy so far?
I don't get it. Are you trafficking kids through, like, a well-known furniture company? Like, how? Like, who? I don't know.
Well, Will, you could have been... You're either one or two types of trafficked children, okay? And I hate to make light of it, but I have to. You're either the type of trafficked child that went down to Epstein's Beach, where the sun is beautiful and the terrible things that happen to you at night are also so very real, or you're one of the dungeon dweller kids, like the Elizabeth Smart one. So I'm sure Elizabeth Smart or one of the dungeon sex trafficked kids are,
or even a Michael Jackson type.
Yeah, or they got some rides out of the deal though. Okay, that's probably
that's true. They got to pet the monkey.
To be in. Yeah. Like, you know, the Elizabeth Smart, she's probably looking at the Epstein victims like, at least you guys got sunshine. I got whipped and beaten and thrown in a cage. As if it's worse. Of course, it's all just very terrible things. I said this at the beginning of 2020. I said, you know, guys, we should just all take the year off. And everybody looked at me. First, I got called a socialist. I mean, plenty of times. Like, socialist.
Oh, yeah.
You know. But just take the year off. Just take it all off. Yeah, but there's definitely a comparison. We were telling Tony about some, we were trying to redo up some old 80s toys. instead of the My Buddy doll. Do you remember the My Buddy doll, Will?
Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
My buddy. You know, it's for kids that either didn't have a brother, didn't have a friend. They were a fun little stuffed animal to have. Instead of the My Buddy doll.
You don't have brothers or sisters. You don't have friends. You can get My Buddy.
Yeah, instead teach your kid how to cheer people up. Make a toy called My Depressed Buddy. You know, like, cheer up, my depressed buddy. You know, or the doll just sits there like this, like moping and shit all day. You know, like, come on, my depressed buddy, we're gonna get out and do stuff today. You know, my depressed buddy, my depressed buddy.
Yeah, they're gonna come out with the greatest toys. It's gonna be My Sad Dog. You just pull it around by the leash, and it just stays there on the floor. It doesn't even stand up, and you got to pull it around with you.
Or instead of My Little Ponies, nobody likes a pony anymore. That counts as animal abuse. It's terrible. It's a terrible idea. You can't own a horse and tell a kid that a magical pony is going to be there. Now you got to get them into educational toys. Okay, so instead of My Little Pony, give them My Little Meth Lab. My Little Meth Lab, making meth from my mom and dad. You know, little kit for them. So they teach them some life skills.
Chemist.
Yeah, they can be a little chemist. Yeah, hey kids, you want to play Breaking Bad? Yeah, you know they're there. All their teeth are gone, and their adult teeth are trying to come in.
At the end, their teeth are gone.
Yeah. What did you do with your tooth fairy money? Meh. Poor kids.
The sad banker who has his own ledge to jump off of from his building because the stock market just crashed.
Oh, God.
That sounds like a terrible toy, but
No!
Teaching the kids consequences to terrible situation.
It's like I can actually see that commercial where like little kids is like, "Come on, I lost the deal," and he like jumps out of the window.
Yeah, a parachute with holes in it.
I can't take it anymore. Kids, what do you play?
Briefcase.
He's got the briefcase.
We lost the Big Johnson account. Oh, kids.
Yeah, he's got a briefcase that never locks, and all the papers come flying out.
And there's a ham sandwich in there.
There's a blanket for when he has to sleep on the couch at night.
Yeah, kids, what game are you playing there? We're playing Divorce Mediator. Who's winning? I don't know. She rolled 2 6s, so he lost his car to her too, including with the house.
And it comes with a depressed condo. He drives
yes. A 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom economy class house.
He sleeps in a car bed.
It's either you got to roll an 18-sided dice in order to either sleep in the Murphy bed that pulls out from the wall.
Yeah, like a very low class depressed version, like a realistic version of Dungeons and Dragons. Like,
yeah.
16, you know, looks like you got fired from the 7-Eleven.
Oh, looks like I'm sleeping on the park bench tonight.
God.
Yeah, instead of the game of life, it's called the game of a terrible life. You know?
That sounds awesome. We should make that.
That does sound awesome.
Just a series of down notes happen to your character. When you finish at the end, you die, but you have Colonial Penn life insurance, so it's okay.
Oh, good. Hey, don't worry. Alex Trebek supports me.
Yeah. You know he's good for his funeral when it comes around. You know, it's Colonial Penn's got his back. They're like, Alex, we've heard about the situation you're in right now. Colonial Penn here, though, since you had our back, free funeral on us. Don't worry.
Dude, that was a company that I actually tried to apply for with my life insurance thing.
Are you serious?
Yeah, for Colonial Penn.
What did they say to you? Did they deny you? Did they?
Well,
say...
I failed the test.
Right off the gate.
Yeah, straight out the gate, man.